Today we are going to be checking out the longest wharf in New Zealand as well as one of the most finest Maori churches.
This morning we are waking up in the awesome little hostel called Stranded in Paradise, situated in Tokomaru Bay. All the rooms have been designed so that you can see that famous East Coast sunrise. However, the weather is not that great for watching sunrises, so we just hit the road straight away. The first stop on our Eastland road trip itinerary today is Tolaga Bay Wharf.
So we just arrived at the Tolaga Bay Wharf. It just stopped raining like a second ago. So we're gonna head all the way across the wharf.
The longest wharf in New Zealand.
Longest wharf in the world.
No.
So you see guys, this wharf is super long. You can barely see the end of it when you start walking on it. It's crazy. It's 660 meters long and we are going to be taking a lot of pit stops along the way just because we like to take a ton of pictures and because 660 meters just sound like a lot of walking.
There's surprisingly a lot to see along the way as you're walking along this wharf. It goes alongside these huge sandy coloured cliffs which are filled with sea caves, there's archways, loads of different layers to the rock, and out ahead we can see loads of different offshore islands, and not to mention how vibrantly green and turquoise the water looks. This place is absolutely stunning.
Alright, so that's our 6th day here on the Tolaga Bay Wharf, and we're finally reaching the end of the wharf. We're not really looking forward to the end of the walk, the return 6 days, because we're already running out of rations and food. So we're probably gonna have to hunt on the way back.
So it turns out we won't be needing to use our rations because there's actually a lot of fish at the end of this wharf. Tolaga Bay Wharf is a pretty popular fishing spot and we can definitely see why as we look straight into the water and see all these fish.
I think they're really used to people coming with their sandwiches and be like, oh, you're so cute.
Yeah. Because there's no barriers at the end of Tolaga Bay Wharf, you can definitely see what people might do once they get to the end of the wharf on a hot day. But for us, it is pretty miserable and cold and rainy, so we just decide to head back on this walk, which apparently it takes half an hour to get to the end of the wharf and back. But I think we're walking a little faster than that.
Tolaga Bay is almost picture perfect, especially if you have a non-cloudy day and at sunrise. It would be absolutely amazing to be able to watch the sun rising from there. But we are already back on the road because we are making our way to our next destination. This Eastland road trip is taking us from one awesome spot to the other, and the next one that we're going to be visiting is an awesome Maori church. The name of the church that we are going to be visiting now is St. Mary's Church, but it's commonly known as Tikitiki Church because it's located in Tikitiki. The church is open to the public to visit. It's really awesome to be able to get yourself into such an amazing place, but it is closed to the public during services or weddings and stuff like that. It's a normal church. People are still going here every Sunday. As soon as you step into the church, you cannot help but being taken aback by how beautiful this church is. No matter your religion, no matter your beliefs, the work of art that is in this church is absolutely mind-blowing. In fact, it is very often described as one of the finest churches in the whole country. There are beautiful carvings all over the place. Every single wall is jointed by a beautiful carved piece of wood, and there is woven panel all over the church which are called tuku. Every single one of those light glasses are Maori inspired, and there are beautiful flowers to complement the whole thing. How amazing is that? Laura and I spent a lot of time, a surprisingly long amount of time in fact, in this church, taking about 1 million pictures. It is absolutely picture perfect, and if you have the chance to travel around the East Cape, it is an amazing free thing to do along the way, and we strongly encourage you to get there and check it out.
The Tikitiki Church is one of the great free things to do on any Eastland road trip, and that's the great thing about road tripping around the Eastland region. Most of the stops, the sites, the beaches, the walks, they're all free to do, so it's the perfect place to travel if you are traveling New Zealand on a budget. But for us, we are heading to our final destination for this evening, which is Hicks Bay, and we're staying at the Hicks Bay Motel. you.